hybrid actually feels quicker. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over a 2022 Ford Escape SEL. First and foremost, though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Kengar Ford here in American Fork for giving me some time with this Escape. Check out the inventory in the description down below. Let's get right into the video. So under the hood, we have a turbocharged 1.5 liter 3-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 26 around town and then 31 on the highway, with power outputs being 181 horsepower and then 190 pound-feet of torque. And that goes to all four wheels because this particular one is all-wheel drive. Now let's go over the front end of the Escape SEL. So first off, you've got these prominent body lines there on the hood, which sharpen things up a little bit. We've got the projector bulbs down below with the LED accent light there at the bottom, and then you guys can see the fog light here off to the side. And then notice here with the grille how it's mostly darkened. We do have some chrome trim here around the grille, and then you have the signature Ford logo there in the center. And yeah, that's all for the front. Coming on the side here, we've got two 25mm tires wrapped around 18-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And you guys can see the design here on the wheels, mostly silver there. There is a little bit of gray accenting there in between the silver, so the wheel's more closed off than it actually looks, which is pretty cool actually. We've got the plastic molding here for the fender flares, and then it goes along the side as well. And if we take a few steps back here, notice we've got the chrome trim there around the windows, which kind of brings things up a little bit, and there you go. Now here is the key fob. We have the unlock, the lock, the remote start, and the opening here for the hatch with the Ford logo there on the back. If we press that twice, it'll pop right open. And let's pop here into the rear. So you guys will first notice we got all the floor mats here. Pick this up, we got the spare tire just underneath. 12 volt right there. And yeah, storage space here in the back overall is fantastic. Pop it shut. Wait for it. Do-do-do. Got Ford's chime. And let's just finish things up here with the rear. So we've got these really nice LED taillights here in the back. Got the SEL badge, all-wheel drive badge, parking sensors here at the bottom, dual outlet exhaust tips to make it look a little bit sportier. And here's kind of like a lower view on that. And yeah, there's everything for that. And let's pop inside. Now popping here to the rear, something about the Escapes that I like is this, how it kind of goes in lines. And then you've got padding here for the armrest, and look at the door handle, definitely nice. And then here are these seats. So you guys can see here with the leather, and notice it's two-tone perforations here in the center portion, which looks really nice. You got your adjustments there. And if we pop in, you guys can see legroom. Headroom's great. And then you guys can see you got some vents down here, got a couple of USBs. Pull this down, it's a cup holder armrest setup, and let's head to the front. Now here's the door panel at the front. You guys can see the trim piece just down below, and then also here, and then again padding with the contrasted stitching. All of our window controls right here with our mirror adjustments. We've got 3 settings for the memory seats, blind spot monitoring, and here are the front seats again with the leather. You've got the perforated leather down below, really nice bolstering. These seats are very soft. Like, look at the bolsters, just how squishy they are, right? And then down below, power adjustments there on the side of the seat. Got the pedal layout right here. We've got the double pull for the hood latch release. We got the light controls up here. Steering wheel is manually adjustable, and there's where we'll look before we pop in. Here is the steering wheel. We've got leather trim all around. You guys can see the darker stitching here on the center. Controls here for the center stack, voice command, phone controls. We have our cruise control, so this is adaptive. It also has steering assistance, so that's definitely a nice feature. Volume controls as well. Turn signal stock, we got our windshield wiper stock, and there's the steering wheel. So here is the center gauge cluster. We got this full digital gauge cluster, which I definitely like the look of. Has this nice modern appearance. And also you can change the screens, so you can basically change the whole setup of that. And just like other Ford models, you can basically go through a bunch of different menus. So like you guys can see all the different stuff. Like we can go into the navigation, for example, if we wanted to. So pretty customizable. And we do have some different drive modes. We've got our normal, eco, sport, slippery, snow, and then back to normal. And yeah, that's for the drive modes. Here's the center infotainment system. First off, if we pop into reverse, we got the backup camera with trajectory lines that do turn with the steering wheel. Have the zoom function as well with that. And as you guys can see, resolution on the camera is really good. And remember, this does have parking sensors, which helps out. And also that's why there's that image with the backup camera with the little Escape. Haha! Makes sense. Anyways, notice we do have navigation with this package. You guys can see the response time here with the screen. Really good. Easy to use infotainment system. I feel like everything's pretty straightforward with this, and there you go. We've got analog controls here for the volume stuff, and then we got the vents, hazard lights, and then we have our dual zone climate controls. We have heated seats and heated steering wheel, which I'll turn that on because it's kind of chilly today. And then you guys can see down below, we've got our USBs, 12 volt, all that fun stuff here in this little area, and we have a wireless phone charger as well, which is another nice feature. We have the shifter here for the 8-speed automatic. We've got our parking brake, we've got our auto hold, and then you can see a couple cup holders here. Drive mode select, auto stop start. And we have the center console set up. And then you can see here with the glove box. And then finishing things up, we got a sunglass holder, light year colored headliner, nothing too crazy here. Manual mirror dimmer. There you go. So here's our window sticker for this Escape SEL. As you guys can see, this is the standard equipment, so freeze the frame if you want to read through all of that. And then we have the optional equipment for this particular one. And then after all options, $34,870 is the total price. And just to give you guys an idea of price comparison, this is pretty much the exact same price as an SE hybrid. So you could either get a nicer interior or a hybrid with the lower down interior package for about the same amount of money. Let's take it out and drive it. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. You guys can see visibility over the hood, both mirrors with dual blind spot monitoring, and then throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, let's set off. So we are setting off here in the Escape SEL, and the first thing I want to mention is I just drove an SE right before this, the hybrid, and the thing that I instantly noticed with this is these seats are more comfortable. Like just the cushiony feel of it just feels a lot better. So yeah, it's definitely got that going for it. So that's a big positive. It's definitely louder than the hybrid though, because the hybrid switches with the engine on and off, whereas this obviously always has the engine on. The engine's not on, you probably have some trouble here. And look, they're getting a Raptor. Gotta love those Raptors. But yeah, setting off here, ride quality is really good, and steering's really nice as well. And we're actually going to pop it into the sport mode. Boom. This will be interesting to see the acceleration difference because the hybrid has more horsepower, but I wonder if this is actually going to feel quicker. Hybrid actually feels quicker. Wow. Interesting. The hybrid actually feels quicker. Pop it back into normal mode. Yeah, I mean, the 8-speed automatic transmission with this is really good. I mean, it's smooth, the shifts and everything, so you don't really feel them. But yeah, the hybrid actually feels quicker. That is interesting. Taking a turn there. Yeah, super nice with the handling. So yeah, I guess I'll get into selling things up here with the regular Escape. This is interesting. So I thought, for sure because I typically don't like CVTs as much as I do with regular torque converter automatics. And, I'm a fan of hybrids, but I really thought driving that hybrid, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like this version better than the hybrid. And coming out of this, I actually like the hybrid a little bit more. The hybrid obviously gets better fuel economy and all that, but it's a more refined experience, right? This, you're hearing a little bit more engine noise all the time, and the acceleration's about the same, roughly. The hybrid might feel a little bit quicker right off the line than this because this has a little bit of turbo lag. And so it's like, you're basically getting the same acceleration, you're getting better fuel economy over in the hybrid, and it's quieter, and it's kind of like a nicer experience. And so I guess what that leads me to like finishing is like, this is a great powertrain, and it is less expensive for this vehicle, right? Because like I said, this is a more loaded up vehicle for the same price as a less loaded up hybrid. So you do get more kind of, interior bang for your buck with this package. That being said, I'd rather just spend a little bit more money and get like the SEL hybrid, right? If I wanted the nicer interior. Because I don't know, I really liked how that hybrid drove. This is still great. I mean, for this segment, everything, it's great. I'm not trying to like knock on this powertrain. This is a good powertrain. I'm just trying to say that Ford created their own competition with the Escape by making the hybrid because it's that good. So there you guys go. Now that's gonna sum things up for our video on this 2022 Ford Escape SEL. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Kengar Ford here in American Ford for giving me some time with the Escape. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see all of you in the next video.